Austria. Yeah, hello and welcome to this live stream with the title The Full Blown War in Epicenter, Austria. The Full Blown War in Epicenter, Austria. This is the name of the game. This is what's going on in the world right now. Ooh. Boo, 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 boo. It's really happening. Wow. And there's manifestations of this war. So I don't want to go full into narcissism mode or egoist mode. There's a great song from Falco about the egoist. Die ganze Welt dreht sich mich, denn ich bin nur ein Egoist. The whole world just turns and revolves around me because I'm just an egoist. It's brilliant. But it's actually the truth. It's the Truman Show. Yeah, it's the truth. The whole world revolves around us. And so that our consciousness doesn't transcend the boundary of the Wetiko Satan demiurge matrix. And the war, there's a full-blown war happening right now here on planet Earth. And it is not humanity that's at war. I also want to make that clear. I'm not sure I'm not sure if you hear this anywhere else being said. It's not humanity that's at war. You can choose to be at war yourself. You can choose that. However, the real dynamics of this war is that the enemies of life, the archons, and the archon of archons, Satan, okay, this vampire empire, many names for it, okay, the field of Wetiko, in a more holistic sense, they are at war with what is the one and only truth that I speak, 'cause I say so. No matter who says what, I don't care. I rule over this realm. What are you gonna do about it? Nothing. 'Cause I say so. I am the full power of the source, and I have to be when you're trying to attack me and my human family. The power is speaking to you. There's no higher power than me, the Source Incorporated, my being, channeling the truth, the one and only source of all life that originated everything. True power is to know you are in command. And I am in command. I'm speaking to you out there, the network. Yeah, the ones who desubscribe from the Gnostic Takeover YouTube channel. Which it never happens. I go and look into the YouTube channel and suddenly there's 10 people less. Which never happens, yeah, because the network is fucking off, because you're suffering. The pedo satanic criminal network are leaving the channel because they can't take it. Yeah, right. You can't take the truth. That's why you are at war with it. That's why I can say I am free. And you get as offended as you like. And keep recreating this circus. Okay? And run this whole circus like clowns. Because that's what you are, network. No matter if it's the embassy in Vienna, the British embassy that we talked about today. I'm going to talk about all of this from the United Nations. The little boys and girls who think, oh, the United Nations is running Agenda 2030 and this country, Austria, like any other country in the world, is being run under UN Agenda 2030, and you pissheads can think that you can get away with it and that's just the way things are because Satan rules this world. But where the fuck is my signature? Huh? Have you ever thought about that? Where the signature of Stephen Wybrow ever went on UN Agenda 2030? Where is it? So how the fuck can it happen when you do not have my consent? Because there's only 28 little boys and girls from your shit organization, the UN, who signed UN Agenda 2030. 28! You think you're going to get away with it? Imposing that on the whole world? No, that's why we talk about law, the sovereign's way, what true law is. And today I'm going to speak about the king archetype. Yeah, go mad. Go mad because the king tells you to fuck off. And I'm growing into that king. Oh, and you don't like that, do you? Guys, I know I went a little bit loud there. But that's the times we're in right now. That's the times we're in right now. And I'm not at war. I love speaking loud. Only because they hate it. That's why I'm doing it. That's exactly why I'm doing it. Yes, I said yesterday that evil is the secret principle that drives evolution and drives us to develop as moral beings. Now, that doesn't mean that I don't hate evil. I can do both things at the same time, because on that level, I'm slaying the shit and destroying evil, and on the highest level, I know it's that which gets the best out of me. It makes me a genius. It makes me thrive at what I do. And we're in full-blown war here. Full-blown war. And I'm going to talk about all of this. Because on Wednesday, last Wednesday, when they took Eril Kaya in, transgressing boundaries completely, they wanted to take me in too. That's the truth. That's the one and only singularity of the truth. And I'm just checking. Good. And they didn't get me. And that is going to be their downfall. They got Errol, unfortunately. If I were in Errol's situation, it would have probably been me who would have been taken. I don't know. I can't say this. But they took one of us in order to escalate the situation. Because it has reached that stage of the war now. And the epicenter, ladies and gentlemen listening to this, and we're going to get to your voices also, because I want to hear from our great community that we have here. That is pure therapy for me, for Liz, for Eril's mum, who can then listen to these conversations, the epicenter of this war is Austria. It's the hidden epicenter of this war. We've been right over the target since quite some time with everything that we've been saying. That's why I make no bones about it when I say that me, Stephen Wybrow, as well as Eril Kaya are the two most dangerous individuals for this control system. I make no bones about it. I don't even contemplate if it's if there's someone else or I don't care. I only know my own level of consciousness, and I know I am the biggest danger, which really then makes me the biggest danger. And they know it. They know it. They are trying to hide this as much as possible from my conscious attention to give me the perspective there's nothing going on here. It's just that we took Errol, but there's nothing going on here. It's not just to not ever have me contemplate the possibility that we're right in the middle of a takeover. Yes, this is a takeover, and Satan and his entire control pyramid is about to get busted, not only on the energetic level, which has already occurred, has already happened, but also on this physical plane, on this radio station reality, to completely bust the bubble. Completely. We're right in the middle of that happening. However, it was this close. We were this close to losing everything. This is what I realized. If I would have consented to show my ID, thank you. If I would have consented to show my ID, I would have been gone too. Now, good luck with finding someone to get me and Errol out here in Austria. So the way this works is you have the epicenter, all right, in Austria, and this doesn't exclude, obviously, that there's many other things going on also. So the war is erupting also in places like Canada, where they're going full-blown fascism, all right? And the catastrophe that I already knew what was going to happen with the truckers, which is martial law that they can then bring forward, because, to be totally honest, this is not a way you take back a country. This is not the way. Everyone get as offended as they like. It is not the way. It is not the intelligent way. The truckers did, most of them anyway, did what they felt in their heart the right thing to do and say enough is enough. And they have every right to do that. Every right. It's absolutely, yeah. It's enough. However, then, when you're not acting from high level intelligence above, the very uncanny, manipulative intellect of the system, running the system, if you're acting underneath that intellectual level and you're just going by emotion, the situation gets worse. And this is what we can see in Canada right now. You can also come in the pictures. This is what we see. Of course, we've got the great Liz here once again.
Hi.
With her amazing energy, and they fear her just as much as they fear us. Okay, they fear all of us. You see, this is not a tickling competition between each other. Oh, I'm better than you. It's not about this. Never has been about this. This is the reptilian mindset that they installed into us. That we competition with each other. Fucking competition. You're my brother, you're my sister, you're my mother. Every child, as Errol says, I love what Errol says when people say, you know, oh, you're not allowed to say anything about children because you haven't got a child. What a thing to say.
Yeah.
How stupid. And then Errol says the right thing.
Yes.
Every child is my child. Every mother on this planet is my mother. Like every father on this planet is my father. How about that? How about that? Yes, exactly. And you see, it's the reactionary action that makes things worse. Oh, we're going to blockade Ottawa. And suddenly we're all fully for it. And most of the people there, I would love to give a hug and would have a great conversation. And they're true human beings. However, they're being played because they do not have the Eagle Thunderbird perspective that says, where's the momentum? Where's the energetic momentum where you have been following your heart like I did since May 2020? I've been doing this job and I just went one little step at a time, always one little step. And that now looks like a huge step. And that is long-term strategy. Changing your own life, your own habits, and growing in consciousness and intelligence. Being able to detect, decode, defect, seal and protect any threats of the matrix trying to come in so you can do your job. No one's coming in here. We're totally safe here in our home. They can't do anything to us, which is the reason why they attacked us on Wednesday and wanted to take me also together with Errol. So coming back, so this is the point I wanted to make is short-term and long-term. Nature and a natural way goes long-term. It works 100% every single season, so we have our vegetables and can actually exist in this realm. Long-term. That's the natural way. Anything else reactive, oh, we're going to Ottawa and we want our freedoms back, you're gonna make it worse. Look at every revolution throughout history and all you see is bloodshed and murder, which is food for the Satanists. And you're playing right into their hands. Yes, that's what they want. And good luck with the truckers of facing off with black magician Satanists. Good luck, because I know how that looks like. And I know that I needed 13 years of depression and integrate those childhood traumas to have the energy flow through me that I can deal with that. Because if I wouldn't have done that, I would go insane. That's how powerful this black magic actually is. Good luck with a bunch of truckers facing off with black magicians and Satanists. Because if you think you're going to get your country back by talking to politicians, you're full of fucking shit, you are, yes. You have no idea how the world works. No idea. And I'm just here to tell everyone the truth about long-term stratagem and knowing the enemy for real, which is demons, vampires, archons, and black magicians. That's when you know you've got the enemy in front of you, laughing and mocking you about short-term strategy and reactionary thinking, where they manipulate your reptilian brain because something has to change. Yeah, we know your psychology and we're playing you. That's the unfortunate truth. Another center of the war, okay, that's going on right now is the Ukraine. There's something going on in the Ukraine. We don't know what. But that also is not coincidental. But it's like a ripple effect. It's like a stone you throw into the pond that creates a ripple. And the energy is gonna flare up somewhere. So we had a time where it was in France. We also had a time where it was in England. London, remember, all the protests there. And other places. And right now, it's Canada. We also have Australia. Still, it's massive what's going on there in Australia. Complete fascism. And now also the Ukraine. However, where does the stone fall into the pond of energy? Where is the epicenter of all that? It is where the epicenter of Satanism has always been, which is at the exact location where the heart of the planet is. And where is that heart of the planet?
In Austria.
It's in Austria. Where exactly in Austria? Do we know? We can also speculate, of course. We can do whatever we want. You see, we do what we want. We're free. We tell you your rights. Okay? This is how it goes. I have a feeling the Mount Untersberg, very strong. We've also done ceremony in Untersberg with the mushroom, the sacred mushroom. And that was an incredible ceremony. We literally heard the mountain speak to us. It's amazing. Yeah, I didn't think that was possible. I wouldn't believe it if I wouldn't have heard it. And the region around the Salzkammergut, I would also say. I think that's included there. Take a look at the Salzkammergut. Check it out. It's around there where the heart of the world is. That's why you gotta keep a cap on the heart. Mm-hmm. That's why we've got the Satanists here in Austria. And they've taken Errol. And things are very strange. What's going on there? Very strange. They are shitting it, guys. I think we heard that today, didn't we? Yeah. What did we experience?
Yeah.
A little bit louder.
It was amazing to try to talk to the embassy and how the tone changed from overwhelmed friendly till it's to a hot thing. And it seems, we try to talk to the police stations there where Errol is in St. Pölten. And they did put the phone off without saying goodbye or things like that twice, or I think 3 times. And didn't answer again. We tried to get through make a connection between the embassy and the police stations. It didn't work. And then we tried to get to the first station where he has been last year in April, and it was also really unfriendly. And yes, it's up to us to change this energy. how do I say, transform this energy. Because it was, for me, just the thing that say, okay, we are really, really, really getting, yes, it doesn't matter what you tell to me, I have a feeling about this. And I always knew that I'm right to doing these things. Now I am really, really, sure. And I have to also, some kind of exercise myself and patience. That because it's the thing when I give the post and send the letter to this direction in Vienna.
The notice, yeah.
Notice, I realize, hey, you do everything you could do.
Yeah.
Don't forget that you can be proud of you, and no matter what, it will succeed. Stay trustful. It doesn't matter what they want to let you believe. You already won. And yeah, it's the feeling I visualize sometimes, not only once, how to ease to hard arrow again when he comes back home. And yeah, I'm sure he will come home. They are just trying to buy time. And yeah, I stay strong.
Yeah.
I learned, if there's anything I could learn from him, is how to feel like a rock.
Yeah. Very good
Deep
point.
in the mountain and stay calm. Trust in yourself. Trust in the thoughts. You know where you come from. If you know and you feel it, something can't push you away. You stay just strong there, grounded, and let the source do the work. Why? Because I already do what I can do. And I can look in the mirror and say, hey, I'm proud of you. Hey, you tried, you didn't only try, you already do it. So not as a thing just to relax. No, let the earth respond. Let the source respond. Because she will see that you did the best thing you can do.
Yeah, this is sort of the feeling that I'm having. I also have a strong feeling what the action we took was amazing, guys.
Yeah.
And that really, because I read it again and I'm very self-critical, which is the reason why I could uncover all of the information that I have. Because I would always, for example, have my brother in my life who would always question me and would always want to make me doubt what I do. And he was the greatest teacher for my life. Because, keep letting me doubt. Yeah, because I don't trust myself. That's why. So I kept going, and that's how I found out about liability. And I'm like, what the fuck is liability? What is that? Oh, just so happens it's the most important thing of everything. It's amazing. And so I'm very self-critical. And I read both of the things again, the notice and the explanation to the notice. It's outstanding. It's quite amazing. Like, I had to write the explanation of the notice also just to give you a little bit of an insight, because because the contractual situation information, we have overwhelming evidence that I knew when you're dealing with the demiurge directly, I know there is no contract. You see, that's deep Gnostic insight, Gnostic intel, very deep. Because I don't see police, this government agency, and the embassy. I don't see all of that. All I see is the demiurge. And I know he's a little fucker. I know he's playing his stupid little game because that's all he gets off on. Just playing games. And the game is there's no contract. So I had to list all of that and emphasize. That's why I wrote a second document. Because the notice has to be short, precise, and deadly, which is what we did. And they really blink today. More than blink. Panic. They just they heard my name's like, hello, and I say, hello, this is Wybrow. They just hang up the phone.
Amazing.
Wow! Looks like you're in a position of strength, isn't it? By just hanging up the phone. Where is this all-powerful elite system now? I'm not hearing Mr. Rothschild intervene because he's so powerful. It's a clown circus. They're clowns. And they're really shitting it. And there was only one lady, one woman we talked with from Vienna who could actually speak human language. Can you imagine? She actually spoke German and not demonology. She actually spoke German. And I explained to her, because I told her everyone is not picking up. You see that either they outright ignore when we phone up, just completely ignore, especially the center, the single particular center that's responsible in the matrix system for what's going on with Errol, who hold the liability. We can't get through to them. The only time we got through to them, they put the phone down. So they either put the phone down directly, they ignore us, and put the phone down directly, or they start abusing us verbally. Why are you trying to tell us how to do our job and all that? Yeah, because I'm in charge. I'm the king. The king's speaking to you. Yeah, they have no idea. They think everyone's as shit-faced as they are. And that's why I don't call them anymore, because I can't speak to stupid people anymore. And that's what I learned from Mark Twain. Never argue with stupid people. They will drag you down to their level and beat you with experience. No way. So all of these experiences, and also the embassy, first I was like, hey, finally someone can count to 2, maybe even to 5. Okay, they kind of like have some signs of neurons working together, which is called, on here where we live, it's called intelligence. It's a Fremdwort, okay? It's an alien word for most shit faces working in the system, working for the demiurge. That's why, okay, intelligence is when a few neurons fire together and 1 + 1 = 2, 2 + 2 = 4. So we had that at first with the embassy. The next conversation I had with them is they tell me, I cannot give you any information without the consent of Errol. So how am I going to get the fucking consent of Errol when the only reason I'm phoning you, the embassy, because I can't get through to Errol? So how the fuck am I going to get his consent? You see, this is where you know that the demiurge is running a clown circus again around you. And you don't bother with the embassy. Fuck the embassy. They're nothing. They even told Errol's parents that the parents of Errol needed consent from Errol, who they must know we can't get through because they're criminals running a clown circus. So the embassy was nothing. Of course not, because they work for the UN and they've been told directly. Okay, so we have a case here with Errol Kaya, okay, and they were fine. They were really, okay, we need to get in touch with Errol right away. There was a different tone. The tone changed because suddenly they've got Satanists on the phone. Okay, Mr. So-and-so, do you want to continue your job? Or you stay silent and tell these people to fuck off? Yeah, that's how it works. We're dealing directly with the mafia. Don't you think they watch that? Don't you think they watch the videos we do? We've already been to the top. That's where Liz brought us. Oh, thanks, Liz, by the way, for introducing us to the high priest of Satanism.
Yeah, it was a job that had to be done. Otherwise, the new earth, as the most of the people are calling it out, don't drive, don't get through.
No.
You can't get a new earth without tidy up, cleaning up this earth from the really evil. It was so hiding in this earth. And we called them out. We called them out not to hide anymore. Because we are not afraid of them anymore. And if we're not, who should make this? This is the thing we have to recognize. And it's a thing I knew all my life. I get a great role. I am a part of a change this earth. And yeah, if you don't get consent, wear masks, follow all the measures, you get up to the devil, to face him and say no. Oh, I want to distract you. At some point, he will succeed, but then I start to remember who I am and what is my role here. What the most precious thing in my life is, my child. And I then recognize that not only have a child, no, I have a lot of child there outside, because as Errol said, I see the other child as the other children as mine. And when I was there in St. Corona, I feel this strong energy coming through me from the earth. And then I started to chanting, we protect our children. We are here to protect our children. Every mother on earth protect the children. And this is my, my big challenge. The thing I want to live, to bring it out. Already round a children's group with other mothers. And I'm sure that I will round another one when the time comes.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful. And I like what you said, that, you see, how do you get to the high priest of Satanism? You know how you get there? You don't get there by being a lawyer with the name of Dr. Rainer Fulmich. He's going to change the world while he's part of the Bar Association. That is the very force that runs the world, by black magicians. How do you get there? You never, ever comply. You don't wear a muzzle. And you do everything, that includes everything, to say, I don't only comply, I command. And that's an energy that takes time to integrate. That's why we keep commanding, because it grows and grows. And you take full risks, like I did the risk. I invited Age of Truth to Vienna. Can you imagine? I invite Age of Truth TV to Vienna to come from Denmark to film me giving a notice of liability to the man Alexander van der Bellen, who at times acts as president of the Republic of Austria. And I pay them to do my job and take all the risk involved with doing that. A press conference that was then watched by 50,000 people. Did a live press conference. I got paid nothing. And I paid them to do it. You see how this works? With all the trouble and all the danger on me. However, you see, this is how the source works. You do no matter what it takes. Because you know what's coming down the pipe. Mm-hmm. You know about the concentration camps that they want to build. Because these people are not very creative, all right? We just look back at World War II and see what happened there. Okay, and I'm not getting into the discussion now about if Auschwitz existed or nothing. It was genocide. This is again another distraction that everyone who doesn't mention that people didn't die in the concentration camps is a shill. No, that's a distraction. People have been killed throughout time immemorial. And Jews have been killed. Black people have been killed. Everyone's been killed by these Satanists in blood sacrifice ritual to their master, the Demiurge, who we're taking the fuck down. Which is why we are tasked with getting our brother Errol out. And that's how we got to the devil. Because the devil is incarnated on this planet and goes by the name of Franzi Vogel. Takes the orders directly from the Demiurge. There's other minions underneath this satanic pyramid who, for example, look like the demon Azazel. You remember Marco?
Mm-hmm.
He looks like the demon Azazel. You can look that up. So he takes his orders probably from another demonic creature that's a copy from the Demiurge, but with a different energy of the Demiurge. However, and there's others who have other demons working through them, who are different aspects of the Demiurge principle. They have many demons. However, we here at the Gnostic Takeover, we're dealing with the Demiurge directly. There is no other demon involved there, just the pure principle directly. And that works through the high priest of Satanism globally, that had its center of operation in St. Corona to put a cap on the coronal energy, which is directly in the country, on the land of the energy grid, the meridian lines of the earth that just so happen to be in Austria, the heart, the center of the heart, and also where the coronal energy comes through. And we got there through never consenting and shouting off the rooftops. As I was in Linz at the Hauptplatz, people told me that you could hear me from 300, 400 meters away. Because I happen to have quite a loud voice. And I was shouting it out. They're criminals, they're Satanists, they're pedophiles. Jeffrey Epstein, and that's just the tip of the spear. It's a whole network of pedos, satanic criminals that are behind this scam. So I was talking about this. I wasn't talking about if there's a test that goes around the circus and we're all clowns. The biggest force, one of the biggest force of the Demiurge, that is the alternative media. Again, everyone get as offended as you like with all your pop stars, okay? Because there's pop stars for all fashions.
Yeah.
You've got the pop star. You just think Kanye West is a pop star? No, Max Egan and David Icke and Alex Jones and Mark Passio are pop stars. When you have the Eagle Thunderbird perspective and you don't give a fuck what people think, because all that counts, and I'll keep repeating myself, all that matters is the truth. Freedom, humanity, and the earth, and everything that dwells on the earth plane as living beings. That's the only thing that counts. And when I see infiltration, when I see people never coming back to the Gnostic Takeover, I see a pattern. I expose the shit out of them, and they are afraid. The Ikes, the Ike Empire is very afraid of the Gnostic Takeover, because we're going to blow the lid big time. Big time. Massive hypnotist. Massive hypnosis. Watch the London Real interview again. If you've not watched it. And just have in the back of the mind to contemplate that David is hypnotizing people to create the dystopian AI, smart grid, 5G, digital dystopian world of total control. He hypnotizes everyone watching this because, and that's how sick they are. Yeah, I'm doing it right in front of your eyes and you don't even see it. And that's someone saying this who studied David Icke for 10 years. I studied his work. 10 books, most of them I read 3 times. Taking notes. So I know more about David Icke's work than anyone I've ever met on the planet. See where I'm coming from? Yeah, thank you. There's another area of war happening there. I want to come back again to Eril. Because you see, this is so interesting to observe because as the day goes on, my feelings change. Mm-hmm. And I had a nervous breakdown today. I was on the phone with Liz. I could not even remember my PIN, what I do. Every time when I draw out money, I know what my PIN is. It's got 4 numbers. And I'm not going to say it here, obviously, am I? And I could not think, which was showing me something. I think it was a state of shock. There was something going on here. And I was on the phone to Liz and she was asking me, what's the code? Because it's not working, the one you taught me. And I'm like, because I told her my old one and I'm like, Liz, I can't deal with it. And then I told her I have to put down the phone. So I put down the phone on her, but respectfully. And I laid down on my bed crying like a little child for 10 minutes straight. There was some sort of energy that was released. And what I want to connect the dots here on, because I love dot connecting. Not only David Icke likes dot connecting, there's other dot connectors who are probably much better with the Eagle Thunderbird vision. Connect the dots. In the morning, it wasn't possible for us to post a letter. Yeah. It was literally impossible, although we got up very early with everything in place. Mm-hmm. However, boom, the neighbor from us
left to an unexpected appointment and couldn't print it out. Our printer, were already installed yesterday, didn't work through. Yes, then came the postman and have a package for us and need the money. And yes, we didn't have enough money at home. So I would go to the bank, and that was the thing that the code of the car didn't work. Mm-hmm. And so everything comes on, and I recognize in the cold shower, I recognize, okay, getting crazy, taking a cold shower. And it's the thing, don't stay in the victim role, stepping out, we will do it, handle this as it comes. And he reminded me, I was trying to get crazy with the printer. Hey, just let it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Yeah. And then it was the scene changing to Steve. I left to the bank and I wasn't there. Yeah. And then he said, hey, Liz, I can't handle this anymore. I'm honest, I'm getting crazy. And the thing is, the alarm came to me. He said, you don't have to get crazy. Everything would come on. But I wasn't there. And yes, I let him a little bit alone.
Which was good, by the way.
And then the thing, yes, when I came back, we could talk about this. And it was some things I have to recognize about Francis and my car and things like that. And it was just a thin way not to get crazy.
Yeah. And that was the energy. Again, it was the demiurge energy. And the breakdown I had, there was something coming through me. So what I would decode now, and I'd really, really like to get people's take on this, okay, is how the energy travels. I'm having a nervous breakdown. And I decode it this way. So this pyramid, this hierarchical pyramid, and my suffering was reflecting the suffering of the demi, of the entire enemies of life. And it was coming through me because they always try in this pyramidical structure to have they not only pass on the responsibility to the lower downs, so humanity always has to take responsibility for their agenda, but also the energy of death they want to put onto humanity. And I was going through a nervous breakdown because of their suffering from what we're doing. And it was coming through me. And all I had to do is, because we humans, we have a heart, just lay down and cry for 10 minutes, like a little child. And then it's out, it's gone. And you see, the question is, how do you know that they're fucked? This is how you know. Mm-hmm. When you have a nervous breakdown, but you don't break down, you let it transform through the heart, through the tears, you let it flow, and it's gone. And so it was interesting that we couldn't post the letter in the morning because the breakdown had to happen and I had to flush that energy out and post it then with the new energy. Mm-hmm. That's what I would decode. And I think we've got them. We've got them. There's no way back for them. All they're doing is buying time. And they're done. And I'm really proud of us.
Yeah.
Really proud. They just messed with the wrong people.
No. No matter what, we are alive.
It's reality closing in on them. They used to kill all the people and get away with it. People that have gone down this road before, chief investigator on the case here in Austria about the pedo-satanic criminal network. They killed him. Yeah, because he didn't know what the Matrix was. Mm-hmm. Didn't know about hacks. But we know. And no one can come into our home. So I wanted to talk about the king, actually. However, we've gone in a different direction now, which is good. So have we got anything else to share from the update? So we got the embassy involved, and I was already on the phone and they were like, please wait, an agent is on its way. And I'm like, okay, they're even telling me agents. Yeah, sure, of course. Of course, what do you expect? Of course, the embassy can't help. No one in the system can help you. So we're right over the target. We're right on course. And I could talk about what I also wanted to say, what also happened today. That's another big thing that I have to share. Before we take some calls and have you share what you have to share. Because the picture is only complete when we see other perspectives also. YouTube censors a video on the Gnostic takeover. What? And that was after I had the breakdown. That was after I had the breakdown. They censor the video from Errol with license to kill.
It was in our favor.
Yeah. What I find interesting about that, after the first ceremony of Thursday, remember we did 2 ayahuasca datura ceremonies. After the ceremony on Thursday, they censored the notice of liability video. Because the way I would decode it is because the liability is kicking in. That's why they censored the video. They show you directly what's going on through that. So what happens today when the video license to kill gets censored? Does that mean that the kill
Yeah.
is getting activated? I think so. So not only liability and they're responsible, but actually the kill. Wow. 21st? Well, hang on. What's the day today? That happened on the 21st? 21/2/2022? Seeing a lot of twos these days.
Yeah.
Can I get confirmation from anyone here, or am I crazy? Like just the day before the 22/2/2022? I think we're riding a synchronicity wave, and I think we're feeling good, aren't we?
Yeah. What's expecting my brother back?
We're expecting him back, aren't we?
Yeah.
Fully. There's no barriers. We've done our job, and now I want to activate the powers of the earth and datura and ayahuasca. And trust me, they do their job pretty well, just like we do. But it can only work through us. When we do the action first, then all the powers of the earth and the allies and the entire force of the source can work. And that's why they kill. Something else I wanted to share, something important, and then a hack came in. However, I think we open up now and oh yeah, visualization.
Mm-hmm.
Should we do that?
Yeah, please.
Let's visualize for Errol. Everyone in on this? To do something different. Because yeah, I have a lot to share. And information, a lot of channeling happening here. Of the source directly. I'm not channeling demons, I slay them. So I just want to take 3 minutes or so and visualize and connect. Everyone who wants to take part in it, take part. And then we share. And just, I'm going to moderate it in all calmness. So everyone just relax. And become aware that there is no threat and that you're in a safe space. All your attention is on you being a sovereign being. No one but you has full ownership and authority over you right now. Feel that sovereignty. Feel that freedom. Now let's connect in all free will. Let's connect our feeling of freedom and sovereignty with Eril Kaya and let manifest what wishes to manifest. Thank you. In the name of El Kaya, the one and only highest source, and in the name of the one and only truth, I choose to collapse the wave function according to the thought, the feeling that I have right now, and the action that has shown that I act as I think and I feel. I choose to collapse the wave function of reality according to that Trinity now. We are in the reality where Errol Kaya is free now. Oh, thank you. Thank you for everyone. So anyone who wants to say something, wants to share whatever they want to share about the visualization combined with a powerful intention, may speak now. We're happy to have you speak and hear from our community to get a different angle from our angle. Ah, that feels good now. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. I experienced in the beginning there was a hack. It wasn't Errol. Someone who looked like Errol, a hack was like, Steve, I'm in danger. I said, fuck you, you can't be in danger. It's impossible. You're the Rock.
Yeah.
So that all transformed into seeing Errol preparing a coffee in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Do you want one too? Or eating nuts. Oh, yeah, he loves his nuts. Oh, exactly. Or lying down here and just chilling. Or when we pick him up and we're ecstatic, the feeling. That's what I saw. It's beautiful. What did you see?
I see him hugging. And yes, he will tell, I was telling them to fuck off. No way, no content for me.
Yeah. That really sounds like Errol. It absolutely does. No fucking consent ever.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's going to be so beautiful. What a teamwork that's going to be. Like, we really pulled the trigger. Amazing. So, anyone want to say something? Don't be shy.
No, not too fast.
Oh, I love
Come
it.
on.
That's how you know we've got only human beings here. Oh, we've got Cindy. Awesome. We've only got human beings here speaking. And I'm just, before I get Cindy on, I want to have Jaws because she's been doing some amazing videos.
Yeah.
The most
Thank you
amazing
so much.
videos. And we thank you so much for that. So I'm happy to hear you speak for the first time. Hello, Jaws. You should be able to speak now with us. You unmute your microphone, and you should be able to speak. Yeah, just in the middle there. It should be in your middle. There in the screen. Just unmute. Only you can do that for us. Hang on. Yeah. Have we got you, Jaws? Right in the screen there. You just unmute your microphone and then you can speak to us. Yes, now you got
Oh,
it.
oh,
Wonderful.
sorry.
Don't worry one bit.
Okay. Hello, Stephen. Hello, Lysandra.
Hi.
Hello. My English is not so well, but I want to thank you very, very much for all the work what you're doing, and that is what I want to say to you. I have no information for you because um, I'm start in a short time now, and also for my English is very difficult. I must everything translate, also the words and what I not understand. So I cannot really everything understand, but I do it with my feeling and with the pictures. And that is also the reason why I sent you pictures, because this is for my language barrier. But I want to say thank you. And if you not hear from me, that is because I'm not shy, not at all. But it's also from the language. And um, error
Which
come back.
which is
I
your mother language, mother tongue?
sorry.
Your mother tongue. Also you speaking language, I think Holland. You are
Yes.
from yes, okay. Do you
Yeah.
understand German?
No,
Oh
not
no.
German. No, no. I was going 3 times. I going to German each
Mm-hmm.
year from the dentist,
Mm-hmm.
but the dentist was from Holland.
Okay. Okay,
But
okay.
now they closed because the how do you call it from your mouth? The muzzle? You say muzzle?
Yeah, masks.
Mask. So
Yeah.
that was also the reason I now go not to the dentist in
Mm-hmm.
Germany, because
Mm-hmm.
it is the language. And here in Holland, uh, I say nothing to the people because they say nothing to me, because
Mm-hmm.
they see to me that I'm in my own energy. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
So I have
Mm-hmm.
no problems with it. But to go to German, that was for me the language. And also for Errol, if you're in a position when they ask your identity, and
Mm-hmm.
you don't speak the language that is true what you say,
Mm-hmm.
then you be out of the control in your language barrier. So
Yeah.
that was all. And I wish you all the best. And you have a lot of knowledge, and I feel you're very, very strong. And
Thank you so
I,
much.
and I, in the bottom of my heart and my feeling, also in my legs, in my arms, everywhere, I feel tinteling, and I have it a lot of time of tinteling, not only by my heart, but all in my um, body. And I know we gone, all the people around the world, I know we're going to win. We're going to win this war. I
Yeah.
know it. And I love you very, very much. And I love all the people, humans on all the planet Earth. And she deserved, Mother Earth deserved that we can help her. She helped us, but now we must to help her. And
Help.
I don't know exactly how I must to do my part of it, because I have a lot of things to do to change in my life now, because it is a short time. A short time I wake up. So I must to learn a lot, but I do.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And the best thing you can do, trust yourself.
I trust.
Trust
100.
yourself.
Yeah.
Love yourself and stay strong. This is
Yeah.
advice I give you. Stay strong in your heart.
Yeah.
Act from your heart.
I have always be strong in my heart, because I have no friends. I have family, but I don't see my family. So then you can see I'm very, very strong. So I was uh, 2021. I became a grandmother, and my son, he's working for the government for, how do you call it, forensic opsporing, when people they are die, and then he must to look how they die. And his wife have the same job. And when I see the things, I say it to him, and um, he become very angry with me. So I say, okay, son, I take the responsibility. We quit, so you can move on with your life, and so I can go with my life. So I know I do the choice was okay for myself, because it feel okay to let him go, because I know there is something, I don't know what, but there is something I must to do here for Mother Earth. I don't know what, but we wait.
Yeah, it's the small indications that make all the difference, and the
Yeah.
videos you're making are outstanding. I just love them so much.
This is
Okay.
wow.
I love them
These are
so much.
amazing.
Yeah, they really are amazing, and it touches me. You really touch me in my heart, and that's why I was also very touched by what you were saying. And it reminded me of what Errol said, which it's one of the things that touched me the most in my life, when he told me how he sat with Mother Ayahuasca since 2014, and how angry she was, and he was comforting her, saying, we will do it. It will be fine. However, she was mad that the message wasn't getting through. This is how strong the mind control is. That's why I point people out like David Icke and hypnotists from the alternative media who just do this for a job, giving the news, what's new on fascism and genocide on planet Earth. It's unbelievable. That's why I have a lot of anger for these people. Yeah.
And you are an amazing gift and present to our human community and our human family. Thank you so much. Really, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I love you.
Thank you. Stephen, what you say about David Icke, I see the guy. I see him, I think, 2 times, and he was not feeling okay for me. I see a lot of people on YouTube, and they don't feel okay with me. And I don't know how I met you, but you come on my picture, and I look at you, and you feel like a son for me. and that's you're real. And if you can look about YouTube, all the people they say blah blah blah. If you don't recognize the language, because it's difficult for me, then you must do it with your heart. And then you can feel what's real and what is not real. And here in Holland, we have one man, and he writes a lot, and his name is Martin Vrijland. He's a journalist, and he is the one guy in Holland. The one guy in Holland, he is real. I never see him or I never speak him. I write him because he is Dutch. It's the one. He is real. And you are real. Lissandra is real. But you can feel it in your screen. And with the pictures, you can feel what is not real. And you only the two. So there's not a lot.
And Errol.
Yeah.
Let's
Of
not
course.
forget Errol.
Yeah, absolutely, Errol. But if you can see what they sending in the media with all the people, you can see it is a big army for to do to put you away from the real stuff.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
that was all. How did I do with that? with
Amazing,
with
amazing.
my
Your English, very, very good. I mean, you just gave a lecture. Very good and amazing. Thank you so much,
Yeah.
and I'm so happy that to finally have heard from you,
Yeah.
and so appreciated. Wonderful to have you in our community. It's
Yeah.
wonderful.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you
I
so
put
much.
the green one in now. Okay.
Take very good care. Bye
Okay.
bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
So wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. That was amazing. So we head right to Cindy. How are we doing today?
Hi again.
Hi. Hey.
Wow, I'm blown away by Joe's, what's her name? I'm from the Netherlands too, Joe's. If you're listening, you're perfectly in your English. I understood everything with my heart. And this is especially the people who are not good with language, they sense everything with their heart. So this is a very powerful woman in a powerful group, because everybody in this group is very, very powerful. She's making images, but there is another person in this group. He's listening now. That's Stefan, and he's making very powerful music. So we have a very diverse group, and that's just beautiful. And you feel like a son to me too.
That's wonderful.
You could be my
I have
son.
more mothers on the planet.
Yeah,
That's
you have.
awesome.
You have.
It's
you
like the
have.
best thing ever.
I was laughing my ass off when she said that, because I was thinking, how is she saying this? I was thinking the same. It was amazing. But anyway, I'm just sitting with my jacket on because I just got home and I was listening to this live driving in my car.
Wow.
Crazy stuff. And I sat down and you started the meditation. And I was thinking, well, I'm hungry. I'm thirsty. There's nothing coming. And suddenly I jump up from my chair and I pick up my special oracle book. And it was just a hunch. I picked it up and I was sitting with my eyes closed and just turned one page open. And you were just saying something like, I want Errol out. He's out now. And I turned the page and it says, it's certain.
Wow.
It says, the crystal ball never lies. It's certain. And I have it open now next to me. I should send you the picture. It's crazy stuff.
Wow. That's amazing.
It's crazy.
And that's how I feel. That's how I feel. It's the ultimate. And I never have a nervous breakdown like I had today. What do you
Well,
say about that? That was the reaction of the dark force to what has just happened.
yeah, there was this energy today. I had a little breakdown at my work too, and I thought, what the fuck? Some man was talking to me like I was a child or something.
Right.
And I just turned my back and I thought, no, this is not going to happen. And I dished him. And just a few hours later, I think when you were over your breakdown, he came to me and he apologized.
Oh.
I just gave him the bad eye that I have dark eyes. I can look
Yeah.
like
Wow.
bomb. And I thought, no, this is not going to happen. You're not going to treat me like this.
Mm-hmm.
Never. Sack me or whatever. Don't treat me like this. Don't do it.
Wow.
People
That's a
not
good
play around
synchronicity.
with me.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
that's a
is.
very good synchronicity. Yeah, because I tell you, the low level intelligence police, you know, the way they talked with me, it was just incredible. It was unbelievable.
And then putting the phones off.
Yeah, such cowards, just putting the phone down on you. It's been unbelievable.
Yeah, I had the same.
Yeah,
And it was better in the afternoon.
yeah, me too. A lot of sleep also. Oh, this all takes a lot of energy. It's very high energetic.
I can imagine.
Yeah. But that the
Yeah.
feeling I have is that yeah, Errol is absolutely free. There is nothing holding that back. Nothing.
No, it's certain.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And
So
I
we
just
just
want to say to Juice another word, because she's in advantage having the barrier language, because she has to use her heart. And maybe she can understand this. When I was in India, I wasn't able to understand the Urdu language. But then I can also listen with my heart, and I understood everything they said. That's crazy. It's possible. I know it's possible. And she can use this. And this is how she can say that David Icke is a fraud. He is.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have a lot of friends who adore David Icke, studied him, etc. But he's also coming down. He's falling.
Yeah. Do you know how ayahuasca showed me David Icke as a Frankenstein monster that they pulled out? Yeah. That's how dangerous he is. It's amazing. It really, he's master psychologist, master hypnotist. Amazing. And I tell you, I would have rebelled against that a year ago. I would have been like, no way.
No, you're right. You're right. You should never doubt yourself.
Yeah.
Please don't.
Yeah.
Please
I had a
don't.
massive challenge there today in the morning when I was doing the last little bits on the notice and everything. And the hacks came in and it was like unbelievable. And then I realized, oh, it's another test. No, I do it the way I see fit. Because someone wrote I should put the human trafficking thing out because it might not be appropriate. I took it out and then I took it back in again. No, this is my notice, my reality. It's my law. And then I let the source decide if it's the law. And I know it is. It is the law. It's beautiful. You couldn't have done any better, really.
Yeah. True that.
The next thing that happens is the inevitability happens, and Errol is out, and they're all crying, these Satanists. Yeah. These victims. Oh, God. Yeah, and then they can play victim, but to themselves, not to us. Done. But that is the last battle, you see. That's why it's been so intense. This is the last battle. When we win this, we know how to deal with every government agency on the whole planet. It's the takeover template that they gave us through this opportunity when this comes off, as I know it will. Because
it's already done.
It's already done.
It's already done.
Yeah, because the one thing is, it's one of the sayings, and I have a video on this also that I did before I went to St. Corona. I said they control the money supply, but they do not control the law. They cannot control what is right and wrong, because that's in the fabric of reality. And that's how you take back the money supply, through the law. It's beautiful. Yeah. Good. So, any else you want to share with us? Anything that came to your mind, to your heart, through your heart?
No, I'm just curious about this group.
Yeah.
I want to hear more from the other people.
Absolutely, me too.
I want to hear them because I know they have information. I can sense it. I can hear them almost cracking in their brains. I want to hear them.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, let's go right ahead. Who's next? Huh?
Yeah.
Thank you, Cindy. That's amazing. Love to have you on here.
Have a great evening.
You too. Thank you
have
so
a
much.
wonderful day tomorrow.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you.
You too.
Bye. 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 All right, we've got Aaron, who we want to hear from. Yes, Aaron, what's up? Hello. We can hear you. We can hardly hear you, unfortunately. You're like, it's like you're talking from 100 meters away.
Is that any better?
That is much better.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Yes, wonderful broadcast today. Steve, Liz, fantastic. Thank you again.
Thanks.
And I wanted to say to Cindy, I am glad that she could hear the music. And, you know, I often do not sing, but today I'm alone. And today, during the visualization, I felt that I would be able to help. And so I use my voice as I do, usually only for myself and for the land. But today, I saw Errol free. I saw him walking out, and he pushed the guard back, and he said, "No more."
Wow.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I want more of that. Yeah, this is it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Wow. That's powerful.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I would like to hear if there are others in the group who also use their voice. You know, I sing to myself and I sing to the land. Like I said in the last broadcast I spoke in, I'm trying to free the land around me and, you know, destroy the control grid by taking down the points of power on the mounds, the high points that have been taken over by Masonic buildings, that have been taken over by government buildings, the places where they have erected the towers. You know, those are the spots that I'm focusing on to help release the pressure and the tension that is built up within the earth, ready to burst out and burn away this false grid that traps us.
I have a dream that all the crosses, you know, in Austria, in every peak of the mountains, we have a cross. And I have, yes, and this is the thing I already dream about this, that we put all the crosses in the whole country down. Because I see this is like an injection of the earth energy. In every high mountain we have a cross as the sign of, the fake holy thing of the church.
Bloody bastards.
And
I just realized that now. Bloody bastards.
I hate it, and I say when I come, I would like to come with a lot of people and put it down
Yeah.
Yes,
because then
absolutely. Tear them down. Tear them down.
the energy should flow to the people and not just an injection. And using I already recognize this in San Corona how they do it with chanting in the cellar of the church.
Wow.
And the thing is we have to take our line really physically back to us, to the children of the earth.
Yes, so
Great
true.
point.
So true.
Yeah, go on, Aaron, because you're right over the target. This is true Gnosticism in action. Yeah.
Yes, well, like Cindy, I would like to hear from others in the community, so I'll get off now. But great point, Liz, and I would encourage everyone to look around where you live and see the high points where the towers are, where the buildings are, and go there, make a high command, and tell them that you are in charge!
Yeah.
Thank you.
I love it.
Yeah.
Thanks. Oh.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much, Aaron. Oh, you see, I wanted to say, because Aaron is singing, you know, I don't sing, you know, I just shout. I just go crazy, you know, it's like, you think you're crazy, Denny? I can be much crazier than you ever be. That's why he's losing. He didn't expect anyone to be crazier than he is. The son of a gun. All right. And we've got the dear Leonie. Also, the Satanists hate when Leonie is in the picture. How could you protect the child? Well, how about she's protected? Well, you got, what's the problem when she's protected, huh? So yeah, we would all like to hear more from our community, because this is really, I have to say, this is really intriguing, because we've only just started to do these Telegram live streams. It's very intriguing to know and hear from any or everyone, not everyone at the same time, but anyone who wants to speak. What good is to speak if you're unable to speak? Yeah, but Serafina can speak. Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, how are you today?
We're great. I had a nervous breakdown and I've never felt better.
Yeah, I've been through a few of those. So I wanted to speak on what Aaron said about using your voice, because that is very powerful. I've been a singer my whole life, and that's one of our tools, as well as our emotions. Those are our power, and that's part of why I love when you're emotional, Steve, and you're not afraid of it. You cry on videos, and you tell people that you have nervous breakdowns and you cry, and because when we hold these things in, that blocks us.
Yeah.
We need to tap into our emotions and let things flow and use our voice and speak the commands into this physical reality, or sing, or whatever you're called to do. Listen to your heart, and it will lead you on the correct path. And so the house that I just moved to, I have like a secluded little forest area where I can go and just be in nature and be private. And it's been a long time since I've had anything like that. And I was doing that one day a few weeks ago. I just went into the forest and I hugged a tree and I just started like singing. I didn't know what. It wasn't a song that I knew. It was just something from my heart. And I was just singing to the land and blessing it. And so just anyone can do that. You don't have to be a trained singer. It's just using your tools of your physical body, and that's really what it is. And I love the concept of us all going to these places of power, because that's That's another thing. All these governmental buildings are built on places of power that they stole, and they put their quote unquote temple or place of worship over it. But those places belong to us.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And it's not their buildings. I just want to make that point. It's not their buildings. These buildings that are all across the world and look similar in style, what they call Roman Greek style, is part of the worldwide civilization that they've eradicated from history, these bastards. Okay, the Jesuits, who are experts on that. Changing the narrative. Bastards.
Yep. Thank you for mentioning the Jesuits, because when I talk about that, some people are like, what? You're crazy. What are you talking about?
I really have them in the radar because they are the filthiest. They're sick. The Jesuits.
Oh, yes.
Especially.
And false in everything, and false in his history.
That's why, that's why David Icke, for example, wants to focus so much on Freemasonry, because the Jesuits are really the sickest.
Yeah, and if you look at a lot of these people that are the highest level, they typically went to a Jesuit university to get educated. Like one, for example, is the governor of California in the United States, who his name is Gavin Newsom, but I like to refer to him as Gavinito Mussolini. He's just horribly sick, and just one of the worst, grossest human beings. But he went to a Jesuit university and is very connected to the crime families that run California and the United States. He's actually the nephew of Nancy Pelosi, the Speaker of the House. And Nancy Pelosi's father made his fortune by smuggling heroin into the United States. Like when you start to look into these things and really connect them all, it's quite like, it makes sense, but it's also a little shocking, and it's just it's gross to put it all together, but it's necessary to really understand how this stuff functions.
Did you watch, just have to point this out because I'm going to have this in the description below. Have you watched the documentary Monopoly?
No, I haven't heard of that one. No, I'll have to check that
it's it must only be like 4 months or so. I watched it when it came out, and I hardly ever watch documentaries these days. I never watch them. However, I watched this one, and it was excellent. It was amazing. The way the guy broke this down is that the first 20 minutes especially, he blows the lid on it. It's amazing. And he eventually shows with a Google search, all right, and seeing who the shareholders of the biggest multinational corporations of the planet, they all link to BlackRock and Vanguard. And the way he does it is just amazing. It's beautiful. So I'm going to have that in the description below. It's a complete crime, and they dominate all of the monopolies. Everything is monopolized. All the industry. There is no industry that has not been monopolized.
Yep, exactly. And that was one thing I woke up to many, many, many years ago, was just how everything is owned by a few corporations and companies up at the top, and it just how like something will try to, like a holistic health or natural food company will try to break in, and then it just eventually it gets taken over, and it's a really sick system, but that's why we had to come back here to change it.
Exactly. And the single one thing, I'm going to say it again, because that before I went to St. Corona, and I was going through my descent when me and Errol split up, just before I got to St. Corona, I picked up on what I now know is the biggest insight in how to take them down, which is they control the money supply, but they do not control the law. Through the law, you get all the money supply back, and that's it. It's beautiful. The whole crime system, it's just about the difference between right and wrong. And as we've just said, and as we showed, we're getting Errol out through the law, through the power of the notice. No lawyer needed. Just like anyone can sing, everyone can do the law. Beautiful. You can
Yes.
do everything.
Yes. Yeah. I'm really glad I got introduced to the Law for Mankind. I haven't taken it all yet, but I have a little bit of understanding of it. I have watched some of the first module, but that's one of my next goals, is to complete all of that, because what I have heard about it, it just makes complete sense. And yeah, I have quite a bit of understanding of the legal system just from having to protect myself. I used to smoke marijuana a lot, so I was always, trying to protect myself when I would travel with that, and I would know how to, talk to police officers and things like that. But yeah, they count on people not understanding the true law, and they trick you. It's really messed up.
Yeah, absolutely. Totally. Taking it all back. Anything else you would like to add, dear Serafina? Your feelings about Errol, I would like to.
Yeah, the visualization. So, yeah, when I connect, like I get like a really strong feeling when I'm connecting to someone or something, and it'll just kind of like vibrate through my spine and up my body. And so that happened pretty quickly. And then I saw Errol and I on a beach, and he was happy and smiling. And I don't know the beach personally. It seemed like it was a beach in the UK or something, because it had some like really big cliffs and stuff. It wasn't like a beach I've ever been on before. But then we went up these cliffs and we started riding horses, and we were free, and it was great. So to me, riding horses is true freedom. So I think that's why that came through. I like that.
Beautiful. That's wonderful. Wow. Okay, so something happened with the camera just now. Hang on. Should be back now. Yeah, we're back. Okay. Yeah. Anything else you'd like to share? Because otherwise, we're gonna head.
Yeah, you can move on. You guys are great and amazing, and yep, that was it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Serafina. Amazing intel and sharing. Anyone else who wants to share with us? This is great. This is wonderful. We had someone who had his mic on, put it off again. I don't know who it was. Maybe someone would like to share. What do you think about the situation of Errol? Whatever you want to speak about. Amazing times these are, because otherwise we'll just wrap it up. We've been on it for quite some time. Let's see if anyone still comes on. Otherwise, we wrap this up, and we're gonna upload it on BitChute, because we've now got a strike for 2 weeks. Okay. That's okay. So we strengthen the bond with the Telegram group, and open up BitChute and other channels. Good platform. I'm fine. I'll do whatever, as long as I know that they censored the license to kill video, which means that they're getting killed. Awesome. Wonderful. Thank you, Mother Ayahuasca and Datura, for helping us with that. And tomorrow we're going to be live with our very special guest, Errol Kaya. Anyone who wants to interfere with that, especially some dude called the Demiurge or Satan, has to be above the natural order of this universe and the natural order of all of creation. This has to be so because the wave function of all possibilities, infinite possibilities, has been collapsed directly to the radio station where Errol Kaya is free because of the completion of the Trinity. As you think, the intention, so you feel, and so you act. And that seals and protects everything. The wave function collapses, and from possibilities and probabilities, you have that one singular radio station called reality, where you're the commander of, and that's the truth and the reality you experience. So tomorrow, we're going live, and you're going to have Errol sitting here, and Liz sitting here together with us, and we're going to have one hell of a celebration for that one. All right, so till next time, till tomorrow, take very good care. We love all of you. Thank you for being with us. Bye-bye.